Hi, my name is Mackenzie and I'm currently doing assignment number 1 for Communications 351. And this is part 2 because the last one I did was completely wrong, so that's very fun. So the first question is online media and what we use to get our news. For that, I would have to say just my phone, that one app, and it's literally called News and it's on every single iPhone, pre-downloaded. Yeah, that's what I use. I know it's not like the most advanced thing in the world, but I do like it a lot because I can just scroll down and go through the news articles and see what interests me without having to care about the source. In regards to that, I do know my phone will send me certain things based on what I read. So the Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, and Time are 3 very big news sources I guess I read about, but I don't really care. I'm not biased about where I get my news from. For those 3, though, it makes sense that I would be one of their audience because I believe those are looking for a more general audience. They just want to get the most people they can reading their newspaper, and that makes sense because the Wall Street Journal is all about American economy and the politics and stuff like that. And then the Washington Post is just about like what's going on in America. Like it doesn't have to be the economy and politics, but also talks about civil rights movements and like problems that are going on that as an American it feels that you should know about and be informed about. And then the Times is more of an international thing. I will talk about anywhere from like global warming or civil rights movement or legislator in like Germany. It will just keep you informed. The main problem I see with this and wanting to reach a general audience is that they don't dive in deep enough for some of their stories. They try to stay above it, so they keep bringing people in so they don't cast anyone away, But also there's a problem with that, with this little thing called like devil's advocacy. And I don't agree with that. I think if something is wrong, why would you try to advocate for it, even if it might pull in extra readers? Like, for example, we know slavery is bad. It's always going to be bad. It's always been bad. So why are you trying to make a case for it, why it's good? I do think that is a problem that comes from reading just like general news sources. But if you're smart enough or you don't want to read those news articles, you don't have to. You can just scroll right past them. The other thing, or the reason why I like them though, is again because they are general. I think that it gives you a very quick insight into a problem that is going on, and it's on you as the reader to look more into it. And even though that gives you more responsibility, I enjoy that because then I get to choose what I want to read and I don't have to sit through like 30 minutes of a news broadcast that I don't really care about. For social media, I don't use social media a lot. I mostly only use Twitter, and Twitter also kind of goes into news. I learn a lot of my news from Twitter, and I learn a lot of like stuff mainstream media aren't posting through that. And I also get real life stories from real life people that are being affected by these problems that the news is broadcasting on. And I think that is a very important part of staying informed, is just knowing that it's not something you're just reading. This is actually actively affecting people in the world. The other thing I use would be Instagram, but I mostly only use that to keep up to date with my friends and what they're doing. The other thing I use is Facebook, but that's only to keep up to date with my family members and what they're doing. And that is kind of the thing I like about social media. It keeps everyone connected. Even though people have problems with it, I enjoy seeing what my friends and family are doing. And that's all. Hope you guys have a good night. Goodbye.